it's as if they expect the girl to ask him out.
First step is to prospect and to speak to the right people. The second is to build rapport and trust with those people. The third is to ask them questions and identify their needs accurately.
So all three of those are kind of baked into one. Got to figure out what their needs are and figure out if your product or service is a good fit for what they're trying to accomplish. Because when that's the case, that's a win for you, a win for them, and a win for their customers.
The fourth step is to make a presentation and show them your product.
If you've gotten this far, chances are they already know what it is that you sell.
The fifth step is to answer their objections. The sixth step is to close the...
Well, this is probably the most important part of the video. When it comes to overcoming their objections, a better way of framing it is to anticipate their objections. And that's actually pretty easy to do if you've asked the right questions in the early phases of building a relationship.
Sale. And the seventh step is to get resales and referrals.
At the end of everything, you ask for the sale. He whips through this so fast. Some of those things by themselves really don't tell you very much. I really wish that he would have just taken his time to talk about one. Asking for the sales, probably one of the most important things, and it's one of those things that I've seen a lot of salespeople fail to do. It's as if they expect the girl to ask him out. It just doesn't work that way. Asking for the sale is really kind of an art form in and of itself, but it's pretty straightforward. There's always a pause where you've presented your value proposition, you've taken the time to understand their problem, their needs, you've anticipated their objections, you understand where their trepidations might lie. A lot of times it's just a matter of saying, hey, what's your timeline for moving forward on this? Or what do you think about moving forward here? Or how does this sound? And then see what their response is. You may get an objection, but what you're more likely to get, if you don't get an outright yes, you get feedback as to what the next step in their process is. And that's one of the things that this video glazes over that I really wish it would have touched on, is that when you're selling a product or a service, their buying process is going to be purely on their terms. And if you try to deviate from that, or you try to muscle through that, or you try to apply pressure to accelerate that, you're going to fail. That's probably one of the biggest reasons salespeople fail, other than not asking for the sale at all, is because they try to put a ring on it too soon. I mean, some of them are into that, but generally speaking, you got to take your time, you got to be patient, and you got to let it happen on their terms.